Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Alex. I'm a wife and mother of 3, and this channel is about my journey in life and just all the things that I kind of maybe come across in life. A lot of my videos have been catered more towards, budget-friendly grocery hauls or budget-friendly clothing hauls, things of that nature, which I do still find very important and imperative to my journey in motherhood because I've said it before, my husband and I don't make a whole bunch. We do, well, and God has provided, but we don't make a whole lot of money. And so, and more importantly, honestly and truthfully, the amount of student loan debt that I'm tackling is outrageous. So, yeah, that's that. Can't go back, can't change things. So, it's become really important to me to make sure that I am staying on top of my finances. And one thing that has kind of really interests me lately is reset videos. So whether it's a monthly reset or things of that nature where you're literally resetting your mentality, and that's what I have to do. So I have been doing a lot of reflecting and looking at where we are currently in our just goals and things like that we have. So when I look at goals that I set for myself for the 2022 year, I just kind of wanted to reflect on what goals have I accomplished, what goals am I on track to accomplish, and what goals have I not accomplished, and identify those barriers that kind of prohibit me from accomplishing those goals, right? So one of the main things that I have noticed is that I have not been holding myself accountable when it comes to finances as much as I could, and also finding that balance. I don't want to, penny pinch and stay at home and never do anything and never buy anything. I don't want to do that, right? That's not, my cup of tea. If you do it, that's great. But for me, it doesn't, how do I say this? It does not make working and hustling and bustling something that I could sustain for a long period of time when I don't enjoy life a little bit. So, one thing that I do want to do is start kind of monitoring my spending more and allotting every dollar to a place. I used to be very, very strategic with that, and I've kind of slacked off in the last, I'd say 6 to 8 months. And so I really want to get back on track with that. And then also I have some health goals that I really want to get back on track with. I always am thinking about where's my mental state. So for someone that struggles with, things, I kind of want to make sure that I prioritize my mental health, my physical health, my emotional health, and making sure that I'm spiritually fed, mentally fed, emotionally feeding myself, those type of things. So making sure that I'm pouring into myself more than I'm pouring out is very, very important to me. So I definitely want to go and evaluate where am I in my goals as far as that for the year as well. So those are the 2 main things that I want to kind of focus on going into the second half of 2022. So I'm a pencil and paper type girl. So I did write down a few things as far as my budget. And you may not see details of that in this video, but please be looking for it in upcoming videos. I kind of want to make this like a financial talk with Alex, or Financial Fridays, I should say. So welcome to Financial Fridays, guys. If you're new, I would love for you to stick around. If you enjoy financial videos, lifestyle videos, just videos about being a mom and how to navigate this journey called life, I would love for you to stick around and join this friendship family by hitting that subscribe button down below. To all my returning subscribers, you guys, thank you so much for all your support, coming back, just showing that love. I really do appreciate it. But on top of the paper budgeting, I also am using my computer to track my expenses on the Dave Ramsey Every Dollar app. So you will not see the details of that on this video, but you will see it on an update video. So please stay tuned, I should say. Make sure that you're subscribed so that you know when I will post an updated budget video. But I am going to try to hold myself accountable for this second half of the year in documenting my income and my expenses in the Dave Ramsey Every Dollar app. I used it previously in the past. It works great. Also, I have stopped using cash envelopes. I stopped using cash envelopes maybe about 2 years ago. I ended up getting a bank account where you're able to have multiple accounts in one. And so I break up my cash envelopes there, but I still have money that is allotted for, let's say, groceries and gas and grooming. And then I have sinking funds as well. And I keep track of my sinking funds here in my household binder. This binder, you guys, is something that holds household chores, and it also holds my sinking funds. So I have not tracked my sinking funds, honestly, you guys, in about 4 to 5 months. So I'm going to be going back in here and making sure that I have updated my sinking funds, and I'm basically starting over from scratch. We had a big expense come up, and so instead of necessarily taking from emergency funds, which is a separate account, I just kind of cleared out the sinking funds. I don't know if that was the right thing to do, but I will be starting from scratch. So you will see me build up my sinking funds from zero. And I'm gonna have to do some of them pretty quickly because back to school shopping is coming. So I definitely will be looking for deals because yeah, my back to school sinking fund is non-existent for the most part. So, and then my planner, I am going to be tracking not only, you know, things that I need to stay on top of for the month as far as activities, but I'm also going to be tracking, you know, my goals and things of that nature. So I just wanted to show you guys real quick, and I will put the screen down on my planner, but you will be able to see my goals for the month of July. So I hope you guys are kind of following along with me. These goals are not just financial goals. They are overall the goals that I have set for myself for the month of July. And then at the end of July, leading into August, I hope to come back and hopefully have accomplished all of these goals. All right, guys. So the first goal that I have for July is 1, I want to be able to lose 5 pounds. I have gotten off track with my weight loss. I pretty recently ended up gaining back, I'd say about 2 months ago, ended up gaining back all the weight that I had lost and then some. So I'm back down to kind of where I started. But yeah, I am trying to just play catch up. And so my goal in July is to lose at least 5 pounds. I also want to make sure that I work out at least 30 minutes every day in the month of July. So that for me will be a challenge. I usually work out when I am being consistent about 3 to 4 times a week for 30 to 45 minutes. So I am committing to 30 minutes minimum a day for the whole month of July. My next goal I want to do is to be able to be more consistent here on YouTube. YouTube is definitely something that I enjoy, but I have not really taken, you know, as seriously as I could. And so I want to kind of hold myself accountable by sharing a little bit more and kind of really, I don't know, I guess it's like a way of encouraging myself to keep going with the goals that I have set for myself, because it gets hard. It really does. It gets hard to stay on top of goals. It gets hard to stay motivated. That scale goes up and down, and then I struggle with staying motivated. Or, you know, you go through a rough month financially and then you're struggling to get back on track. So I just really want to make sure that I am being more consistent and holding myself accountable and getting the motivation that I need by doing so. But those are the main goals, honestly, you guys, that I have for the month of July. I'm starting out slow because I don't want to set myself up for failure. So I need to start off at a slower pace to make sure that I am you know, setting myself up for success and being successful, and will have success in the upcoming months to come. So next, I wanted to kind of go over, not necessarily all of my expenses, but I did want to go over some things that I know I have to plan for in the month of July. So being that my sinking funds have been depleted for the most part because of a big expense that we had, I'm going to have to kind of play catch up. Now, I usually have a car maintenance sinking fund where if I need tires, oil changes, anything of that nature, I can pull from that fund. I've been contributing to it and I can pull from it. Being that that fund no longer exists, no, I think that fund honestly has like $10 in there. Great, but that's not going to pay for anything. I need to be able to juggle things around and allocate for it. So in the month of July, money that would have usually come out of my car maintenance that now I will have to figure out is my registration and also my inspection in the state of Texas. I have to pay for both of those things, and it is time for my car to get an oil change. So those are three things that I will have to take out of car maintenance this month, and I do not have a car maintenance fund, so I will be trying to allocate for those funds in other ways, and you will see how I do that in an upcoming video. Then also, another thing that I am going to need to make sure I am rebuilding, my car maintenance, our schools and activities for the kids sinking fund, where I was saving for back to school, whether it be school supplies or clothing, and also any activities or lunch fees that they have would come out of that fund. So I'm going to be slowly added back into it and looking for all of the sales to get us a solid start to the school year. And then birthday and Christmas money, you guys. My kids have a birthday coming up in a few months, so I have a few months to add to it, but I really don't want to wait till the last minute. I want to honestly put down my deposit for that within the month of July, and so I need to contribute to that fund as well. And then health kind of stays the same. I do have a dermatologist appointment coming up in the month of July, so I will have to pay for that copay. And then my son needs an eyeglass appointment. The insurance covers a good portion of that, but I will have to make sure that the rest is covered. So I will make sure that we are allotting the funds for that as well. Other than that, those are the main things that will be my focus: getting my savings back, getting my sinking funds back in order, and then also, you know, losing the 5 pounds, working out every day in the month of July, and being more consistent here so that y'all can hold me accountable. But I thought this would be, you know, a nice little video, you guys, to just kind of have a reset, have a mental reset, and sit down and talk with you guys. And if y'all have any suggestions on how I can better be consistent in working out and tracking my budget or my expenses, please let me know down in the comments box below. I am open for all kind of suggestions. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, like I said, please give it a thumbs up, and I'm going to see you guys next time. Bye.